Hey there, friend. Welcome aboard. You're here at the Naked Trading video, and we're going to talk about trading through adversity. Now, what's interesting about, and if you like to find out three ways to grow an account quickly, you can go to nakedtradingclass.com. Links below and above this video. There's an election where I live right here in Australia, and it's clear that it's going to be a close one. What's interesting about it, and I don't really want to get into the parties and the policies and all that, but I want to look at it from a point of view that sort of is the same way that we traders look at the world. First of all, congratulations for being a trader, because what you're trying to do is different to what everyone else is doing. Everyone else wants to trade their time for money, and you're looking to leverage your decision making. You get paid by making decisions. So it's totally different from what most people do. So that's good. The bad news is trading's not necessarily easy. It can be very simple, but it's not necessarily easy. And so in this election, it's going to be tight. And there's sort of the incumbent dude who is actually the prime minister of the country for a long time, or for a short time, I guess. Not really a long time, but he was the prime minister. He's well known. He's been in his seat for like 25 years or something like that. And then you've got this independent one. So we'll call him on the red team, right? He's on the red team. He's the incumbent. We got the blue team has never really been able to get into this area because it's lots of people have money and stuff like that. They tend to vote for the red team, right? They don't like to vote for the blue team. So the blue team, I think what's going on here, I'm not sure. The whispers are that the blue team is actually putting money behind the aqua girl, and she's not blue or red, she's aqua, and all of her stuff is teal, aqua sort of colored, and that's her, and she's got a ton of money behind her, you can tell. So here's what's interesting. She's trying to get people to vote for her based on one thing, what people want, which is policies directed towards climate change, right? We live at the beach, there's beaches everywhere, and climate is a big deal. If you talk to some of the surfers like I have in the water, they'll tell you that the beach has changed over the last 30, 40 years. Some of the older guys, right? I have lots of older friends because they're all retired and on the same schedule as me. But they'll tell you that the water is actually cleaner than it was in the 80s, which is interesting. So it can be changed. And so this girl on the aqua team, she is trying to get people to vote for her basically on this one thing, this climate change issue. And the guy on the red team, the incumbent, he's always kind of brushed it aside. So this is kind of his Achilles heel, and she's going for it, right? So here's what's interesting about this. It's exactly like trading. Most traders, when you talk to them, they're going to be focused on sort of the carrot or the stick. Oh, and by the way, the guy on the red team, he's saying, hey, don't vote for the aqua girl, because if you vote for her, you're actually voting for the blue team. And oh, that would be so terrible, sort of thing. So he's campaigning on fear. She's campaigning on desire and what people want. So there's the toward motivation, which is what she's campaigning on, and he's campaigning on the away from motivation. You don't want to get, you definitely don't want to get the blue team elected. That would be horrible, sort of thing, right? So in trading, it's the same way. If you talk to traders and you listen to what they really say, some of them are focused in on how to make a lot of money quickly. Like in the Naked Trading class, we talked about how to grow an account quickly, 3 different methods. Well, here's what's interesting. Other traders, they're more fearful and they're trying to avoid blowing up. So for example, if you've seen my risk calculator here, you can go and I'll link it up for you here so you can see it. But essentially, it looks something like this. I'll put the link in below this video for you so you can see it. What you do in this is you're like, okay, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to avoid a catastrophic drawdown. So if I have a 51% win rate, and my reward to risk ratio is 1.7, so I'm risking $1,000 to make $1,700, and I'm risking 2% per trade over the next 10,000 trades. Am I going to have a drawdown of 25%? That's how you use this calculator. There's a video that will show you up here how to do it. So what's the answer to that? The answer is yes. I have about a 93, 91, 90% chance of hitting my 25% drawdown given a 51% win rate, a 1.7 reward risk ratio, and risking 2% per trade. So I'd have to pull this down quite a bit, most likely, to avoid this. In fact, there you go. I have got a 99.5% chance, or 99.4% chance, somewhere around there, of avoiding the 25% drawdown if I'm risking only 1% per trade. So that's kind of the way that a lot of traders are motivated. They're motivated by either going towards something. I want to make a lot of money in a short amount of time, or I want to make X amount of money every month, every week, every quarter, every year. Or traders are like, oh, I want to avoid blowing up, and they're very. So here's how you overcome that. If you are a trader who has a problem over trading because you really want to get to your goals, what you can do is give yourself a certain number of bullets. So let's say on average you take 10 trades a week. So after you take 5 trades in one day, that's it, you shut it off. And then if the next day you take another 5 trades, boom, that's it for the week. Next week you come back and start fresh. Or if you're a trader who actually has a problem pulling the trigger because you're scared of losing and you don't want to have a horrible drawdown. I know a trader that doesn't like to have a 5% drawdown and tries to avoid that. He sets everything up to avoid a 5% drawdown. If that's the case, then you need to encourage yourself to take all the trades, and you need to reward yourself for seeing a signal and taking it. And that reward could be going to the movies, buying yourself something nice, whatever, right? Doesn't really matter, but you set up a reward structure around that. So that's how you can do that. So I just wanted to share with you the motivations that we have as traders, and it's all different. It's not the same for everyone else. I hope that this helps. If you'd like to see the 3 ways to grow an account quickly, go down to nakedtradingclass.com and you can get the cheat sheet and watch that video at your leisure. I wish you happy trading, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.